In this overview of SAP ByDesign, we're going to take a look at how transparency with access to executive dashboards and analytics, efficiency with built-in business flows, and adaptability with the ability to tie into other systems with web services can support you in both profitability and building a foundation for growth. We are signed on as Catherine Kennedy Woods. Catherine has designed her home page of ByDesign to include the specific embedded analytics that she is the most interested in seeing when she first signs onto the system. She selected these from over 150 embedded analytics that come with the system. Today, she's interested in profitability for a specific customer, so she begins by drilling down into the profit analysis by company report to view the details. Catherine can view both the graphical as well as the table view of this information. Because Catherine is interested in a particular account, she decides to drill to the next level of detail using the drill down feature within the system. So here she selects the profit overview by key figure. Again, she wants to select the table view, and she sees the profit by product category. She can change this particular standard report by selecting from the information on the left-hand side of the page. She could take a look at her profitability by cost center or by profit center or any of the other attributes over here on the left side of the page. Today she's interested in a particular customer, so she's going to take customer and replace it with product category and immediately change this report for that specific view. She's also interested in a particular customer, so she filters the report and selects the particular customer she's the most interested in. She now has, without programming and in just a few seconds here, designed a specific report that gives her information about this customer and their revenue, cost of goods, profitability, and income from operations. She would like to know a little bit more detail about this customer, so she adds the project level detail into the rows. Now she sees the profitability by project. So again, she can have any of this information brought to her through the in-memory embedded analytics that ByDesign offers, and you'll notice that it brings that information back very rapidly. This is the latest state-of-the-art in business intelligence. Now that she has the information she's looking for by customer for high electronics and by project, she decides to save that information down to Excel. This integration to Microsoft Excel is not a single direction just to take data out of ByDesign and move it to Excel. It goes well beyond that. So Catherine can select on the SAP Business ByDesign tab within Excel, log on to ByDesign from within Excel, manipulate and design a report from within Excel just as she had done while she was in ByDesign, and then save that workbook back up into ByDesign so that other people can have access to it. She can also save this on her local desktop and then come back in later and refresh the data with the current information. While she's working with her Excel report down at a local level, she can of course put in any new formulas or that kind of information that she'd like to share while she's in Excel, and she can share that information back up into ByDesign and send it to other people. So this concept with this SAP ByDesign tab is an example of how the engineers for SAP ByDesign support transparency, efficiency, and adaptability. Transparency because you have access to the information that you need at any point in time. Efficiency in that you can share that information with other people. And adaptability in that you can tailor this information any way you need to from within Excel, and you can apply the adaptability of custom formulas to put into Excel all at the same time. So again, this supports transparency, efficiency, and adaptability, all three. Let's back out of this. Now that she's got this information, she takes a look and she sees that this analyzer implementation is the largest project, so she wants to get some more information about that. She drills down into the project overview. Now, this is the first form that we have seen, and you'll notice that it's got just the basic information in the overview. Is this project billable for a particular customer? Yes. What's their address? Some basic profit analysis attributes. But we also have, in addition to an overview for any of our forms, the View All, where you can get to an additional level of detail. She's most interested in the sales information about this particular project, so she selects from the Sales Tracking tab. And from here, she takes a look at the document flow. Now, this provides a great example for how SAP ByDesign provides a built-in best practices, because this particular flow shows a customer relationship management flow from a lead to an opportunity, a quote, a sales order, a project, and then moving on into accounting with a project invoice request. We can see that there's additional information on the right-hand side of the screen. We're going to zoom out and take a closer look. And we see a particular customer invoice. And then if we want to, Catherine can drill down and see the financial general ledger journal entry that was made for this particular invoice. This is an example of how ByDesign is built as a foundation for growth. We see here that it is engineered as a multiple company environment to support multiple sets of books such as US GAAP and IFRS. And then because we support both the IFRS and multiple currencies and multiple languages, it is built for growth around the globe. She sees that this has full integration back into accounting, and there's full auditability for where all the entries come from. Let's close this out because she's really more interested in information around this particular customer and this particular sales order. So she, from here, drills into the sales order. Here she can see the basic information about the ship to, general information down below, and as she scrolls down, she can see the detailed line items for this particular sales order with all of the prices and any discounts that might apply. Now that she's seen the detail for this particular sales order, in preparation for a possible meeting with the account, she decides to take a look at the account overview. This is a 360-degree view of the account with basic information in the general section. Who are the people that are responsible for this, such as Brandon Victoria as the employee that's the primary responsibility for this account. She can see sales, service, and any financial related information. She can also, in addition to seeing this within the system, print a preview of this 360-degree view of the account. This is a great example of how ByDesign utilizes the Adobe PDF system to provide all forms in a PDF form so that you can share them with other people or send them in a mobile and email in a mobile environment. Using the built-in PDF designer, you could change the logos up or the layout of any of the information. In this standard view, we see the basic account information, the contacts, the responsibilities, who are the people that are responsible for this particular account, any sales data that we have relative to current activities, phone calls, appointments, etc. that have occurred within the account regardless of who has performed them. And then we see the open opportunities that we're working with on this customer, quotes we're working with, sales orders, and so on. This is excellent information to have at your fingertips just before you go in to visit with an account. This PDF document can be emailed out to your iPhone so that you can refresh this information just before you go in to meet with the account. So let's close this out. While we're here, she decides to go ahead and ask for a meeting. She sees that Brandon Victoria is the employee responsible, so she comes into the built-in business task management and she sends a task from here over to Brandon. Now she doesn't remember Brandon's employee number, so all she does is she types in BR and the system brings up a short list of employees. She selects Victoria and she says, I would like for you to set up a meeting. Gives it a particular priority and attaches anything that she wants and then sends it. Now the next time Victoria comes into her inbox in ByDesign, she'll see that task. She'll be able to click on that. It will bring her specifically to this particular account. So this built-in business task management becomes a workflow system that's very easy to collaborate across the organization and to manage accounts, opportunities, projects, etc. So now that she has sent that particular request in preparation for that meeting, she decides that she'll take a look at the maps and directions so that she knows how to get over to the account. She utilizes the web services that are integrated into ByDesign to see what the driving directions are, and so what has happened is we have picked up the account address information and moved it over and put it into Google Maps so that it's automatic, and so you can pass information out of ByDesign into third-party applications utilizing web services, and vice versa. You can take information out of a third-party application and bring it into ByDesign using this latest state-of-the-art in technology for integration. This was a great example of adaptability. So we just got through seeing an example of adaptability with the web services, efficiency with the built-in business task management, and transparency because you have access to the information. This was true for the sales order as well. And when we were taking a look at the project, we saw from an efficiency perspective the built-in business flows that come with ByDesign. And from a transparency perspective, the ability for us to find the information and drill down into any level of detail that we wanted to. This concludes the overview portion of the demonstration, where we discussed transparency, efficiency, and adaptability, and we see that those functions support your higher level business goals of profitability and building a foundation for growth.